It's Ned hanging out here in the studio in quarantine and coronavirus, and it's fun and exciting, man, isn't it? Right? So bands, they're not able to tour. They're not able to do a lot of things that every single year that they would be the pleasure of being able to do. So a lot of them are stuck in quarantine. And let me tell you, when it comes to priorities, they want to chat with Ned on Rock 108 first, and then they want to go on touring. Am I right, Lajon?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. How you doing? Good to see you, man. You look healthy, and everything looks great. That's good.
Oh, dude, it's been a weird time. You know, usually around this time, you would know more than anyone. You're out touring, you're doing your thing, and I'm going to the rock festivals to see bands like you, and we're unable to do any of that.
Absolutely. It's such a scary time. It seems like to me, it kind of overnight, everything in our lives kind of changed, and it's like we're living in a scary movie. But I do know one thing: until we're able to all properly be together safely, until we do the right thing, it's not going to happen. So I just pray that we all get on the same page about, you know, wearing the proper mask and going out in public, and, you know, not fighting the obvious what's going on. You know what I mean? So I just pray that day comes soon, you know, sooner than later, so we can get back. Because music to me is definitely a healer. It's something that we need in this world. And I like to say thank you for letting us have a voice, and letting all those fine, beautiful people out there hear our music.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, what do we do in radio? And you know what? I even brought my mask today. I got like a Mortal Kombat type of thing going on.
Oh, wow. That's really cool, man. You fit in right here at my arcade here with fighting games.
Oh my God, dude, are you serious? Oh,
I got a what is it, a superhero Marvel back there, a Star Wars over here, a Golden Tee, but I'm getting the Mortal Kombat. It's in the mail.
Dude, it's funny you mentioned. I mean, a little bit ago, my brother, he's in Michigan. He's vacationing in northern Michigan right now. And when we were kids, we always dreamed of owning an arcade game, like having that big thing, you know. And we couldn't afford it because we're kids, you know. I'm like, I don't have $500. And he just sent me a picture. He's like, dude, I did it. I'm like, what? And he bought a full-fledged arcade of Area 51, you know, the light gun one.
No way. So he's got the real deal. That's amazing. I have a few. The one-up arcades are more affordable, you know. They're smaller replicas, and it's great. And it does the job. And, you know, the kids love it. We come down here. We have theme night. And I have a hot dog machine that I put outside this room. And we play 80s music, man. I turn on the funny lights in here, and it is on. Most of the time, I don't have to come in here. This has been to my studios in here, too. And now it's been turned into like a bracelet making room for my daughter and the arcade. I can come in here, turn the music on and turn the games on and go in a whole nother room and just listen to it. And I just like the sound of the arcade.
Yeah, dude. There's something like nostalgic and bring back like a certain comfort, essentially. I don't know what it is.
Absolutely, man. It just brings that feeling back. At one time, I had a thing. I was going to come down and stand at the door and have a suit on and charge my kids to come into the arcade.
Yes.
Tell my son, you look a little shady. You can't come in. See you next weekend. Beat it.
You have like the little quarter thing on your hip belt too, like more.
There you go, little change machine, yeah.
Dude, that's so cool. So obviously, seeing all the games and stuff, I am a huge video gamer. I mean, anything from Atari all the way up until now. Maybe not so much now, but the older stuff, no doubt. And I'm working on a sleeve tattoo. I've got a Nintendo 64. It's starting.
Oh my God, we got to hang upstairs in my house in my bar. I have a 20-year-old Midway classic upright game that has about 17, 18 games on it, including Joust and all that other crazy stuff that we grew up playing. Yeah, it's crazy. My wife thinks I'm crazy. It still has plastic covering on the side and actually over the screen. I'm a weirdo.
Dude, you're keeping it pristine.
There you go. It's mint, man. So I'm a fellow gamer with you. When it comes to those type of games.
Oh man, we could just sit here and chat for hours about video games.
Absolutely. Yes.
Now kind of course we're here to promote as well too, and we're not going to end this conversation without going back to video games at some point here. But you guys have the brand new single out here, The Day I Tried to Live, from Soundgarden. We're playing it here on Rock 108, and you guys have had a history here with Rock 108 ever since I got here about 4.5 years ago. And you're one of those bands out there that when it comes to Eastern Iowa, everyone knows Sevendust. So when you guys started playing the Soundgarden cover, what kind of made you choose that one?
Well, you know, for Sevendust, we're not a band that's known to do covers.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, when we went in the studio as a band collectively, we looked at each other and decided, hey, let's do a cover. It's fun. Let's pick something. And of course, everybody had 1,000 ideas. I keep making a joke about it. Somebody even said My Sharon. I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So it was a fight, you know, not a fight, but just what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And Elvis Bassett came to the table with The Day I Tried to Live. And, you know, honestly, man, it could have been any Soundgarden, Chris Cornell song, and it would have been absolutely fine. But honestly, I looked at him and said, who's going to sing it? Because I didn't think I was going to be the one singing that. But, you know, it took me a minute to wrap that around my head that, yeah, you are the singer for this band. You're going to be doing it. How do you pay homage and do this a good job for people to understand it and get it? It's Chris Cornell. It's Soundgarden. So I just did what I do with anything with Sevendust. When we write music, I just go in. I put my heart and soul into it, man, and I didn't look back, and that's what we did. And funny enough, oddly enough, the album got pushed back due to the drastic change, the pandemic in the world, all the crazy things that are going on.
Yeah.
We decided, what can we do? And as a band and our team said, hey, listen, why don't we put out the cover and look at, you know, and also as a band, we said, look at this. It's kind of fitting with what's going on in the world today. And so we put it out, and hopefully this song can bring some type of comfort. I've always been a person that has believed in a certain song signifying and defining a certain point in our lives, and maybe it might be a hump that we're getting over, and that song helps us. So I hope this song does that for people.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, being obviously the man that Chris Cornell was, and his just that iconic voice, man. I mean, you just never will ever forget it. And
incredible.
And you guys did such a cool justice with it, man. It was unexpected. I don't think anyone saw it coming. Then we were just like, all right, cool.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't see it coming, and we did. I was like, oh, wow, we put a little Sevendust on it. And how incredible. The drummer from Soundgarden, man, he even complimented and gave us praise and said, thank you very much. And that just right there, that camp getting back to you was like, wow, okay, well, you know, at least we have the respect, and we did something really, you know, really cool. And I feel like Soundgarden and Chris Cornell, if you don't know about him, you're crazy. You should know about him. You will know about him. If you are any thing to do with our community in this music industry that we're in, you will know that his legacy will continue. Yeah. And without his type of music and his energy, I don't think that we would be the band that we are today. And a lot of the bands out there would be the bands that they are.
Yeah, man. I've asked that question sometimes when it comes to like that era of music, like that early 90s, mid 90s kind of stuff. And people ask you like, what's your favorite grunge era band? And I'm like, you know, I love Nirvana. I love Bush. I love Stone Temple Pilots. I love those bands, but something about Soundgarden, man, just kind of was it just felt art musically, you know, I don't know what it was. It's crazy.
Yeah. He could sing, man. He was singing. He was taking people to church. He was taking people to church back then. I remember just right when you said that, I thought about Temple of the Dog. That CD, you know, and all the crazy stuff that came out around that time. But definitely someone that I respect and admire, and will always feel like, wow, this is crazy that we did that song, and it's getting the reaction. And thanks, I thank everyone out there for enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Now, I've been following Sevendust for years upon years, not to make you feel old, right? But the first thing I kind of looked up was one of the most fascinating concerts out there, and unfortunately it turned out the way that it kind of did, as they call it, the death of the 90s, was Woodstock 1999. And you guys performed there so many years ago, and I love watching that footage, because when you look at like the crowd shots, and you guys, I think, are about to perform, I think it was either Bitch or Black, I don't remember, but I look at the crowd, and I think I counted at least 345 different bucket hats. Like that was a thing back then. So
I'm sorry. You got
no. Go on, man. I'm sorry.
The craziest day, one of the craziest days of my life was Woodstock '99. What an incredible experience! My daughter and my wife, they were laughing not too long ago, and I was wondering what they were laughing so hard at me about. They were looking at the phone, and my daughter turned around and looked at me and said, "Look at the rainbow." And I immediately knew that she was talking about Daddy at Woodstock '99 and making fun of him. She's like, what was the big deal about it? I was like, I don't know. It was beautiful. If you'd have been there, you'd have understood that all these kids, after Jewel was yodeling over the hill, you can save your soul. I could hear it. It sounded beautiful.
Yeah.
But we struck into a chord, and the kids ran over that hill at Woodstock. it was a scene that I'd never seen before in my life, man. And what a beautiful day. I hung out with Willie Nelson that day. Saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers on stage, butt naked with the socks on. I was like, this is really happening.
Yeah.
And it was like a scene from Almost Famous. All the stuff started catching a fire. Well, not all of it, but, you know, like the different water tanks out started kind of burning down. And I remember the security and everyone, all the artists have to leave immediately and get in your buses. And we had this old Eagle tour bus. And they said, everybody has to duck down. And I remember being in the bus, ducking down and looking up out of the window and saying, this is rock and roll, man.
Shit's burning and whatnot.
Yes, we did it. We have made it, man. Let's stay here. But yeah, that was a crazy experience. Woodstock is something I'll never forget that day, man. It was beautiful.
It's interesting to watch footage, and I love going on YouTube and looking up live performances of bands, and I always flock to Woodstock '99 because of some like the raw energy that some of the bands. I mean, like Korn was kind of a newer band at that time. And seeing them perform Blind and seeing that crowd look like just a wave of water, man. I'm just like, what is this?
Crazy, yeah. And I know, you know, people were really upset about how much everything costs. I think like a water was like $10 then or something was crazy. I remember that being a big problem, just everything being so expensive. But other than that, man, the energy was just to remember, you know, just something that you will never forget. And I hope at one point in time, if we can all stop partying like it's 1999, that we could get back to this capacity, to get back to those type of concerts, to be together. Because, man, it's a movement. I feel like once we're together and it's all about music and no one gets hurt and there's no one being arrested. And it's just the fact that we're here to have a good time, man.
Yeah, legit, man. And you know, it's surprising with this whole pandemic that's going on right now and so many venues and live music not happening. I was talking to Dustin Bates of Starset last week. Yeah.
Hello, man.
He was talking about, I mean, I'm not a sports guy by any means, but I do enjoy the wonderfulness that is sports. But he pointed out, he's like, not much of a sports guy. He's like, but I didn't realize how much we needed sports until it was gone.
Oh, absolutely. How much we need everything until it's how much we've taken everything. Well, that makes sense. How much we've taken everything for granted until it's gone. Or, you know, a lot of people haven't really taken it for granted because they're just like, who cares?
Yeah, no big deal. Throw them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sick. I'll get over it. I'm gonna get everybody else in here sick too, so I can come hang out.
No big deal.
I talked to my wife the other day. I was like, you know, it's so funny to me. Well, not funny, but people talk about, we got to get back in these restaurants and I got to go out to eat. And I got to see my friends I said, you know what? I remember when we went to a restaurant 6 months ago, and all the times we've gone to a restaurant as a family, half the time we're there, the people at the table beside us or 2 tables beside us won't even look at us or talk to us. What are we talking about?
Yeah, you know? Right.
I don't care if you're Arby's, if a family across the table is looking at you like, what y'all looking at? Get out of here.
It's kind of weird.
Exactly. Stay at your house. No, man, you know, make not light of it, but just hopefully, again, we can all do the right thing to get back to some type of normalcy, because this has changed. Everything is upside down in this world. Now we're talking about Sevendust, our next move. We're talking about hopefully doing some type of streaming concert. Who knows how that's going to work out, if we'll be allowed to do that when it's able to happen. And it's something that we call the Nashville Run, where you have a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, for those that don't know about that. And we're going to try to do that in these towns and cities that are allowing that in whatever type capacity. But with that being said, too, who knows when that's going to happen? Who knows how many people are going to be there? Who knows if you got to wear a body condom when you come to the concert or what, you know? So,
right, yeah.
We're just trying, you know, every day there's something different. So just to let everyone know, we're doing everything on our end to try to figure out what we're going to do when that time comes. We're going to be ready.
Yeah, man, that's good. It's good to be ready because you have so much time to get ready for it. I mean, absolutely. It's nuts. So absolutely. With you guys being kind of in quarantine right now, you obviously released the single of The Day I Tried to Live. What's next for music, album-wise? What kind of stuff's going on?
Well, all I know is we could say the album will be out within the year. How about that? Yeah. We know that. We know that's going to happen. I do like to say this because for the first time in our whole career, we did a photo shoot. We didn't do it together. We did it individually, but we did it in a really cool way. Like I took my photo session to our farmhouse in Kansas, and it was beautiful. It's a 100-year-old farm. And somehow, you know, with the modern technology, they were able to really the photo shoot looks incredible and looks like we're all kind of hanging out, you know, in COVID era. Guess what? We're not. Hadn't seen one of them guys. Only like this.
It's Photoshop, man. Oh, look at me. I'm going white crazy balance again here. Let's see if I can fake it. Yeah. It's thinking about it. Yeah, screw it.
See that.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it went back. It went back for like 3 seconds. 1 second.
Who knows? It's technology, man. This is like a webcam from like 1995. It kind of works.
See, that's funny because I call stuff Atari. Everything to me is Atari. So.
Hell yeah, dude. I can't wait, man. On my sleeve tattoo that I'm working on, the Atari game I'm going to be putting on there. The first one I ever played when I was like 3. And it's this game called Circus Atari. And it's just these little bouncing things. I don't know, but when I was a kid, dude, and I played that game, I freaking loved it. And I still love it today. And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Man, that's great. Think about this when I remember going to my uncle's house and being up until past midnight and putting in Pong.
Oh, hell yeah.
What are we doing? Hours and hours with that. Like, I'm the champ of what?
Yeah, I'm just like, boop, boop, like that's it. Dude, and you know, I mean, that's what's so cool. I love those games because you remember that moment where you're sitting with your brother or your friends or whatever, and you're sitting eating pizza. But today, online gaming and mobile gaming and stuff like that has taken over in so many ways. And I feel like I don't have those same kind of memories as I did, or whenever I have kids, maybe that same way.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's really cool that you say that because I've noticed a lot lately that my 4-year-old here in the arcade, to get back to that, will come down. He'll play several games, you know, but most of the time he wants daddy to run downstairs and turn the Wii on so he can play Donkey Kong.
Oh, all right.
To me, I'm like, yeah, that's great, man. So I might have to get something incorporate with a Donkey Kong stand-up game. But yeah, it's funny because he's I see a lot of me in him. He's like that old school soul like we are.
Yeah, sweet. That's encouraging to me because I am having my first child here in December.
Hey, congratulations. Now, has everyone been telling you, well, I guess I know what you've been doing?
Yeah, no, and I hate to say it, but she is going to fall under the Corona baby world here.
well, guess what? Let me tell you, we just released the news last week that me and my wife are with child too. And so we're due in February. And everyone's like, oh, man, well, guess you guys have been laying it down. No. I wish we've been partying like it's 1999 up in this house. I asked my wife, I'm like, are you sure? When was this? Because I don't remember. But luckily, everything is good with us. We just went to our second doctor's appointment, which I couldn't go in with her.
I know.
But the baby, I got the heartbeat. We have it all on video. And man, God bless you guys and good luck with that. What a crazy time for this to be happening. But what a blessing. And something for us to look forward to, and we keep taking care of these mamas and these babies, man, because it's gonna be all right, you know. But hey, that's so happy, you guys. You got to be so happy. I love it. I talked to my wife's stomach. This is our third child, and it seems like things are happening a lot quicker right now. But we're just trying to stay safe and be cool. I'm just so happy for you, man. What up, man?
Yeah, thanks. Well, same to you. You've got these kids coming too, man. It's crazy.
We got to give our kids nicknames like Coney or
Coroni kid.
There you go, yeah.
So that being said, you being a father already and a soon-to-be father again.
Oh my God, I'll be 82 when the baby gets there.
Oh, no. So what is Lajon Witherspoon's fatherly advice to a brand new dad?
Oh man. Love, teach, understanding, being there, being present. One good thing about this whole pandemic and all the craziness is I'm home. I normally be out there gone forever. You know, I'll be home. I'll see I'm missing daddy-daughter dance, even though she ain't going to school. I told my daughter, I said, I will have you in an Amish dress with a candle. Well, not a candle in your lungs. That means something else. But you'll be walking around here with some books wrapped around them. Your books will be held by a belt before you go back to school anytime soon. But Anyway, it's just we're just trying to keep above water with everything, man. But yeah, that's true. I'm for real about that.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's such a different world, especially with, I mean, I don't have the kid yet. It's coming, obviously, but seeing all these schools being told you have to reopen and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know if that's the best idea, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think it's the best idea. I'm not Dr. Fauci or any of those scientists out there, but until there's something that's a curve where we feel safe. Well, I don't care if the kid gets it, he's going to be okay. What about the mama with the baby in her belly? And what about your grandparents? What about your aunt? What about me? What about him? What about the next door neighbor out there that I don't know. Just everybody. It's not just for one, it's for the human race. Period.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it changes every single day. There's always some kind of new news or asymptomatic or something like that. It's like, I don't know. And it's like, just because we read, what do you call it? Just because we read headlines doesn't make us experts, It's
absolutely. Absolutely. You can just see what the heck's going on. You don't have to be an expert of anything. You kind of see what's happening and you can believe it or not. It's something's going on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised in a week or so they come out and they say, listen, if you went outside and blinked and sat down on your porch, you got it. Go back to quarantine for 2 weeks. Now, what time did you go outside? 7:30 this morning. Like, you got it.
You got it. Go quarantine. You're good.
Quarantine, yeah.
It was nuts, man. I went to go pick up a what do you call it? A TV stand this morning because not only did I have a baby, but I just bought a house last week too. So let's just keep throwing things, right?
No, hey, that's good. That's a very exciting time amongst all the crazy, man. A new house too. You got you have your man cave area and all that.
Oh, hell yeah, I do. It doesn't have any arcade games yet, but it's happening.
That's okay. Yeah, it's brand new, so take your time.
Yeah, right.
So what happened? You went to get a TV stand?
Yeah, so I went and got a TV stand, and one of the most gnarly things, and I've never had to do this before, but was to stand in line to get inside the store because they had a limitation of how many people can be in the store. And I was standing there with the mask on, and then like people were going in one by one. I'm just like, what an interesting world we live in right now.
What a crazy world. I can't, my wife, so we do the whole ordering online and they bring the groceries, and drop them off at the house is great. Every once in a while we go to the grocery store, we feel safe, we put our mask on. The only thing I don't like is when I get inside and then the line that I was going to go to, I like to get under the 10 items. So I go in the one line and no one's ever there.
Yeah.
And I go in that line. And then the other day I was there and the lady was really slow. And then like two people got behind me and then one person was behind me. And then I go into this anxiety thing where I start sweating.
Right. Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, they're going to turn around and look at me and see that I'm definitely having a nervous breakdown. Get away from me.
Yeah, because they see you sweating, they think like, well, clearly this person has coronavirus here. Why is he here? Like, man.
Exactly. You can't win. Wait a minute. And then I've got my cell phone out and I got to talk to the wife or something about what'd you say you needed? And then you're doing this and it won't do the ID face mask thing. You're like,
gotta pull it down. Oh shit.
I ain't gonna die from corona. I'm gonna die from this damn thing I got on right now.
Again, this world, it's nuts. And I don't like I don't know if this is gonna be done by 2021, but for love of God, could it be done by 2021, man? Oh.
I hope, bro. I really, with all the jokes aside, again, I pray that we get back to some type of normalcy, man. I've never imagined that anyone would go through, of course it happened 100 years ago, however long it happened, the pandemic stuff. Yeah. But right now, and for this is just something that's out of this world, man. The conditions, what's happening to people, the stories, just everything once again, man. So again, thank you for having us have this voice and this platform to be able to continue to rock on and have everybody out there jam and still have something to look forward to. Music, like I said, has always been a healer for me.
Yeah. And it's especially with like new music and people working on new music right now. I mean, I think 2021 and just hearing updates and maybe even doing this little thing, someone watching this for 20 minutes or so, just like, something that's not something that's making doom and gloom. It's giving me a nice, nice something
absolutely.
like that.
I think you should call this or something. I've said it before. This is like behind the curtain. Cause like you're deep in the house. You're in the house.
Well, what I call it, I don't know if they told you what the name was. It's called Ned's Coffee and Quarantine.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, there you go. I got an iced coffee.
I like it. I mean, you're so deep in the house. You beside one of my bathrooms right now. I'm looking at it.
Well, normally I do this in my house, but because I moved everything's just everywhere. So I'm like, let's just do it in the studio. We'll just do it there.
Right
it's
on.
Fine.
Very cool, man. That's cool. Heck, you get to get out for a second and be safe.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll wrap up here pretty soon. I can sit here and chat with you for hours upon hours.
This is great.
But I always like to ask this of artists because I've asked it to Jonathan Davis. I've asked it to Rob Zombie. You have some of the most awesome hair of the rock star world. When is the last time you would say, quote unquote, had normal hair?
Normal hair.
Normal hair.
Because even my normal hair, my wife straightened it for me, and it was like all straight and flowing and stuff. I looked weird, had a perm. Let's see. She said the other day, but then I had little short dreads. My hair when it was normal, man. Oh my God, it had to probably be like in the 70s when I had an afro. Was that normal? Yeah,
dude. Please post that like on Instagram or something.
Man, I would, but I'm a little upset, man, because the family pictures, my dad had like the Jackson 5 when it was like, I don't know what they did. It was perfect. And I kind of remember this one time I fell asleep and I had this nice outfit on. We all were kind of matching the whole family. And we get there, and this is the picture that's still in my parents' house. My afro's all dented in from the back, and it's hanging over in the front.
Like, Dad, what did you do?
Could someone have picked my hair out for me, too, right there before that picture? No, I think maybe back when I was a kid was probably the last time. Yeah, growing up, man. I remember one time going to get my hair done, and I got it finger waved. And this was something that we used to do back in the day. I think a lot of people out there in the world know what I'm talking about.
All right.
But this was on a weekend. I remember doing it on a Friday so I could go out on Saturday with my finger wave and had school on Monday. I remember when I came back home, my dad said, okay, either you're going to comb that out of your hair or I'm going to. So it was stuck down my head. I had waves going down the hair. It looked great, man. I looked like Prince in that one movie, Under the Cherry Moon.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So they might give everybody. Now you don't know. Now you know what a finger wave is.
Yep. You're starting to age us over here pretty hard. You're dropping Prince references and all these pros.
You knew exactly what I said Under the Cherry Moon. You started laughing.
Yep, exactly.
Kind of almost like Betty Boop. It's Betty Boop hairstyle. That's what it is.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Again, another wonderful, let's age us more, Lajon.
Yes.
Oh, my God, dude. I could sit and chat with you for 4 years.
What? No. Hey, thank you so much. This has been great, brother.
Absolutely. Of course, before we call it a day, is there anything you want to let the fans know? Anything about new music or anything you're out there to promote real quick?
I love you guys, and I miss you so much, and I just want everyone to stay safe and healthy, and we'll make it through this together. And don't think that we're not thinking about you, because you guys are definitely one of the most important things to us, your family. And this is something that I really feel like we're going to get through. We're going to pass. But until then, I can't wait to see everyone in some type of capacity, to give everyone a hug. This is my social distancing hug to everyone, and peace to all out there. Man, thank you for taking the time, brother. This has been a great Zoom.
Dude, it's so much fun. Now, there's one last thing we have to do, because we have to post this up on rock108.com and have a picture. Okay. We have to take a quick 3 seconds and do a small still shot, so that way we can have the picture and then we can share it and all that good stuff. So,
what, just like,
you can do whatever you want. You can be like, or something. Okay. I usually do weird, but you can do whatever. You can take your phone, move it somewhere, whatever you want to do, man.
I don't have to move it. I got something right here that I was supposed to put in that closet. It's in my studio.
I think I'm gonna put my mask on. See here. Let me have to put that on here. Ooh, there we go. Yes.
Let's go.
That's perfect. All right. Okay. So in 3. Well, you were good.
Hold up.
All right. Oh, you got the Turtles in Time one.
Oh yeah. That's great.
I love that one. I used to go Chuck E. Cheese all the time. Yes, more Star Wars. Man, now I need something cool. Shit. You know what? I got this. Oh wait, we have to make sure this thing is balanced properly. Okay. All right. That's good. And in 1, 2, 3. Perfect, man. Oh my God. Now let me take this off so we can hear me clearly. Yeah. All right. Lajon, man, you are a freaking treasure. Thank you so much, man.
You, God bless you, man. And hopefully we'll be able to hang out again soon one of these days.
God, please.
You
Sooner
come,
than
you're
later.
welcome here anytime. I forgot to show you this one over here. I got the old golden tea too.
I mean, what bar didn't have golden tea?
It's the best. And what's sad about that? The best player in the house is my 4-year-old son on golden tea. I'm like, he's like a little Tiger Woods on golden tea.
He's a freaking expert, man. Oh my God.
Exactly. Hey man, well, you have a great weekend and thank you again.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. I'll hopefully see you soon.
All right, brother. God bless. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations, Daddy.
Feelings mutual, man.
Right on. Tell Mom I said hello.
All right, will do. Thanks, man.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you.